It's the 2024 budget and the new Labour Chancellor is promising painful cuts to public services and welfare. Yet the government is refusing to cut the £500 million royal budget. That's £500 million spent on the royal family every year, while pensioners are losing winter fuel allowances and schools and hospitals are struggling to provide basic services. The cost of the monarchy is out of control. It cannot be justified. It is the result of corruption and abuse of public funds by a family with a deep sense of entitlement. The whole system of funding the royals needs to be scrapped, including the sovereign grant to the duchies and local councils having to pay for royal visits. It is clearly wrong to inflict painful cuts on ordinary people while spending £500 million on the royals every year, so much of it simply given to them to spend on their own palatial homes and helicopter travel around the UK. Yet the debate about royal costs cannot happen if MPs are woefully misinformed about the funding of the royals. Hundreds of people have written to their MPs in recent weeks, and the replies suggest members of Parliament from all sides do not have a good grasp of the huge cost of the monarchy. How can £500 million for Britain's head of state be justified if the government is considering cuts to vital public services? There's no justification for the royals being handed £500 million per year. If painful decisions are required, as the Chancellor has said, shouldn't those cuts start at the top? And it's worth noting that the Irish head of state, by comparison, costs around £4 million excluding security. Now, I've written to the Chancellor asking for the royal budget to be slashed, for the monarch to be put on an annual salary, and for there to be an inquiry into royal costs. Such an inquiry should look to clarify the funding and costs of the monarchy, review the status of the duchies of Lancaster and Cornwall, and consider scrapping the sovereign grant. Then we can have a more honest debate about the monarchy, about the royals, and why we have put up with this corruption and abuse of public money for so long.